I want you to tell me what Tua is referring to. Marvin, if we could play Tua Tagovailoa.
I keep receipts. We all have a way of how we do things, but like all the narratives about it, I am only good with Tyreek, and that you're right. That is the only time I am at my best. You're right. I'm only good when Jalen's in. I could care less about it. Like, sure, if Jalen and those guys are not, like, I'm only as good as Raheem Mostert allows me to be. Like, that's what the narrative needs to be, and we're able to win games, and we're able to go where we want to go as a team. I am the worst football player, if that's what you want. Like, I don't care. Like, I really don't.
I like that he cares. He says he doesn't care, but he cares.
Yeah, tremendous.
Okay, does he have a legitimate gripe here?
No. I mean, I think if see, DP, we always got to separate. I don't want to even say fans and people that actually watch the game in detail. Tua can play. Tua's a really good quarterback, very accurate, great with ball placement. The narrative about his arm strength, I never bought into it because I saw him play at Alabama and I saw him throw beautiful deep passes down the field. I think the narrative on Tua is, with all of this talent surrounding you, are you going, or where do you fall in that order? This same conversation that I have about Brock Purdy. Right, everybody thinks that you mad or you hating or you don't think these dudes can play when you have a legitimate argument around them. Like, DP, honestly, when you walk into the stadium and you're about to play the Miami Dolphins, who the hell do you think the defensive plan starts with?
Tyreek.
It starts with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah.
Like, that is the narrative that's starting to make all of these quarterbacks think, or people in general think, that if you don't say that they the best quarterback, or that it's like they can't play at all. Like Brock Purdy, I was on Get Up the other day. Brock Purdy is playing out of his mind. He's absolutely elevated what this San Francisco 49ers team can do. That ain't the first person you think about when you walk in the stadium and you're playing against the 49ers. Like, you got to understand, when I come from a defensive perspective, I come from a perspective of sitting in a facility for 5 days a week, game planning on who do we have to make sure we take care of if we're going to have the best chance to win this game. You know who people saying that is for the 49ers? Christian McCaffrey. Just like people saying Tyreek Hill is the guy for the Miami Dolphins. So when do you get to Tua, right? When I go to Baltimore, Lamar Jackson is first on that list. When I go to Kansas City, Patrick Mahomes is first on that list. When I go to Buffalo, Josh Allen, the first person you got to take care of. When you go to Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers would have killed us if he wasn't the first person we had to decide that we were going to take care of. So that is how I determine when you start talking about quarterbacks.
Okay, but who's your MVP then?
My MVP is Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
Yeah, like I have, because first of all, DP, I have a flaw. Okay, I got to admit it. My flaw.
You got one. Okay.
I got one, just one.
Okay.
We all got to have one.
Yeah, sure.
Lamar Jackson, to me, is in a rare category. If it's not for Patrick Mahomes, and you can also put Josh Allen in this category, it should have been a revolving door around those three for league MVP, right? Because when I think of most valuable, Aaron Rodgers obviously in that, and he won them, so I omitted him because he won two of them. DP, tell me who's been more valuable to their team outside of Patrick Mahomes is the only argument, and obviously we're talking about Aaron Rodgers, but he won them. Who's been more valuable to their team outside of Lamar Jackson?
Yeah, I've said for a while now that no team asks more of their quarterback than Baltimore does with Lamar Jackson.
Oh. And you got people that will argue Buffalo, and they got a legitimate argument.
But see, he already won his MVP. And you know how this goes in the media. We'd love to have a new story.
We want to move on.
That's why we're trying to get Dak in there, Brock Purdy in there. Yeah. You know, even Tyreek Hill, McCaffrey in there.
And it's not just us, DP. They do it in basketball. LeBron should have won at least 2 more MVPs in basketball. So, look, Brock Purdy numbers what he's done, absolutely should be in the MVP conversation. And I got him too, because you just can't deny the
Well, what if he
success.
looks great on Monday night against the Ravens and Lamar Jackson?
Then you're moving past Lamar Jackson.
Okay. But if Lamar
In-
wins
in a
that
win,
game.
In a win. He has to win the game.
Yeah. If Lamar wins that game, then all of a sudden he's your favorite.
Yeah, because if Lamar is my favorite now, but if Lamar wins that game, I guarantee you he's going to be who we walk away saying was the best player on the field. If San Francisco wins it, we ain't gonna walk away saying Brock Purdy was the best player on the field.